It's a weekly breakdown.
Yeah.
Hello again.
Number 152. We're 4-piece today.
The band's back together.
Yeah. You got Golf Dad. I don't have any. You have Motorcycle Dad.
Trailer Park Dad. I like that one better. There we go.
Yes. I wasn't going to be that big of a dick.
It's fine. Come on, roast me.
I was going to say, come on. It's been...
That's,
roast me, Daddy.
The jorts just kind of sell it.
Yeah. I don't know what to call you.
I'm like the...
Okay.
And Dad.
And Dad's Dad. Alright. How you guys doing?
Cat father.
What's up?
Pretty alright. All things considered. I saw A Quiet Place on Monday.
Did you like it?
I did. I liked it a lot. Kind of don't wish I didn't see it in a movie theater, but
I do, and I wish I saw it in a movie. Well, I did see it in a movie theater. But I also wish that I didn't at the same time. Because I think being in the movie theater with a big screen, nice sound system, makes it more intense. But then you have, like, it's a quiet film, and you have people slurping their soda and reaching in their candy and farting and all sorts of shit.
It would probably be a great movie to see, like, on a fucking afternoon. Like 3 weeks after it comes out when there's, like, 2 people in the theater.
Just go again a couple weeks from now, anytime, because the theater will probably be empty.
And then just...
Yes. Yeah.
It was really good. I really liked it. I didn't know that John Krasinski actually, like, wrote it. And, like, directed it and whatnot, which makes it extra exciting, because it's just, like, really good. And then I knew in the back of my mind, but I forgot that him and Emily Blunt are married. Mm-hmm. And they have kids.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And, like...
And the...
You know what that means.
His daughter in the movie is actually deaf in real life.
She's actually deaf. The one dude that we play online with a lot, Rich, he didn't realize... Maybe I misheard him. He said he didn't realize she was deaf until the movie was over. I'm like, that's like when you didn't it seem weird when all the sound just cut out randomly at some spots? He might have maybe meant that he didn't know the actress was deaf, but I think it's funnier that he didn't. That he just didn't think she was deaf. I just think it's like I didn't pick up on it until.
No, I could totally see Rich thinking.
But it, like the early part of the movie on the bridge, I didn't pick up on it until then either. I'm like, I'm like, okay.
The opening of that movie is fucking phenomenal.
It's great. It's one of the best horror openings I've seen in forever. So,
yeah, that's a shit world. I wouldn't want to live in it.
It really is. And that's it just goes like that, man. Like I sat there, I thought it was like 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, there's only 30 minutes left in the movie. What the fuck? Mm-hmm. Like it's a very good pacing, and it's just everything works. It just.
I like the ending, too, because, the movie just kind of stops, but at the same time, like, it could have just kept going. And it's like, I feel like they hit everything they needed to hit, so it's good.
You didn't need to see all that, like, was clearly going to happen right after the screen cut to black, because it's like...
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, and also it would seem super cliche, the happy ending kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So...
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. Now I want to go see Truth or Dare, even though it's getting shit reviews, but I still want to see it anyway. And I want to see Rampage, even though it is also getting shit reviews.
I knew it was going to get shit reviews.
But fuck it, Negan and The Rock, I'm in. So
speaking of Negan, tomorrow.
Fuck
the end.
Tomorrow. I had this thought, because I was talking... I did a whole TV episode of my radio show earlier. I had this thought. It's probably the best way for The Walking Dead to do it. What if they just kill Rick, and then it's like, oh yeah, that was the series finale, we're done. Like that, but that's the way to end that show. Don't tell anybody it's the last season, and then just like, oh yeah, yep, there you go. Mm-hmm. Yep, everybody's dead.
Yeah.
Sorry. Mm-hmm. That'd be great, but... I mean, they're not going to kill Negan. Mm. Because Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he's got like a thick beard. So, like, I don't know. I feel like either it's weird because there's no middle ground. Either they're... Well, just like...
That's what I was going to ask.
No, I think because I've seen it seems like
context.
he's going to keep alive and they're going to like not... I don't know. I feel like because he normally keeps it sort of like if you've seen pictures of him, he normally is a little more.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Give me a second. I'm trying to.
All right. Here's
I think it's for the role.
Point A, point B,
he's fucking
straight line.
Like in real life.
Like in real life, he's
Oh,
he's
okay.
fucking like.
Oh,
He's got like a thick beard going on, whereas normally it's like a lot more maintained, you know. So
Okay.
Again,
he's alive.
Again, A, B, straight line. Let's get there. Come on.
Fuck that shit. I got my thoughts out. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, they're not going to kill him. I just hope this fucking storyline ends.
Yeah,
it's been 3 seasons.
Here's my thing that I realized after watching last week's episode, which I watched on like Tuesday. The Walking Dead loves to like circumvent expectations, and sometimes it works. Like with how the last week's episode went, I thought it worked. I thought a lot of the stuff that kind of got resolved in that episode was gonna happen in the finale. Like all the stuff between Simon and like, oh, they did that. I thought they'd hold that off for the finale. That's cool. And then you have other things where, like the episode where they kind of focused on Gabriel, and it's like, look, the power of faith, and then.
Yeah, like who cares?
Like, but then it doesn't go anywhere. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, exactly. Like it's for the shock value. It's like, stop.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I almost feel like that show needed to end like a couple seasons ago.
I feel like it should only maybe go for another season or 2. I think because I want to see what they do with the next storyline that happens in the graphic novel, because it has to do with the Whisperers, the people who dress up as walkers. Supposedly that's what happens next in the graphic novel. But at the same time, I'm just like...
You know how long and drawn out of a process that's going to fucking be in the show. To, like, build up to it and get to it. It's going to be, like, oh my god.
Just do it, just put it on, like, the same time frame of The Governor. That took only, like, a season and a half. That was fine. Exactly. Granted, it's not that I hate that, because I think some of the overarching story for all the stuff with the Saviors... Maybe not season 6, but like 7 to 8. I thought like, okay, this has been really good, but like, yeah, it doesn't need to go on any longer. But
no, but they're really starting to push Fear the Walking Dead a lot more. I mean, with
Lenny James showing up on there,
and they're doing the premiere right after the finale of The Walking Dead. I feel like they've been pushing Fear the Walking Dead way more than The Walking Dead finale.
Because The Walking Dead's probably going to end soon.
Yeah,
well, Walking Dead's also been just losing a shitload of its popularity.
I mean, I know that some of the viewership has. I know, like it's still
very high,
fucking great. But at the same time, I think I know that a lot of it is people being dissatisfied, but there is something to say about people just not wanting to watch shows live anymore.
Yeah, there is that too.
Like I talked again with my radio show. I talked about that earlier because I was like, yeah, it's really easy to point the finger and say, yeah, The Walking Dead, it's going downhill. They're losing so many viewers, but it's like, yeah, but probably a lot of people are just watching it the next day because it's a fucking Sunday night and they have to get up Monday morning to go to work.
Watching it the next day, or when the new season comes out on Netflix.
Yeah,
they probably watched the shit out.
It's probably like what's happening. So. I think they're finally, or recently, like maybe within the last 6 months, updated the ratings metric to include stream service stuff, which is like, duh. Because it's like, what? Does Stranger Things have no rating? Because it just doesn't air, and you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Especially now that like there's a lot of shows are just doing that, so it's...
Well, for the longest time, too, Netflix... They might have been rated, but at least it didn't show up and say, like, this is the rating for the TV show, like MA or something like that. Okay. And now every time you start an episode, it's up in the corner when it starts, like, rated MA, whatever, which I think...
Now, granted, with the whole ratings thing, like, sitcoms are kind of exempt from this because the population that still watches sitcoms are the same kind of people who used to watch sitcoms. That's why The Big Bang Theory is still probably about gets as many viewers as it has...
Yeah.
Like, it's almost, well, it's not at an all-time high, but it's still, like, kind of plateauing for where it's been at a long time. And that's the audience who watches that show. Also, I don't think The Big Bang Theory is on Netflix. I mean, it might be. I haven't looked for it because I don't care enough. Okay. But, like, still, like, it's like, yeah. That's kind of so... Like, I saw somebody make that argument. It's like, yeah, but The Big Bang Theory is doing it, right? And it's like, yeah, it's a sitcom.
Sitcoms will always do all right.
Because... people just like, oh yeah, because a lot of sitcoms are just fodder to watch on TV. It's like, I don't know what the fuck to do right now. Oh, fucking Friends is on.
Yeah.
That's what Friends is for a lot of people.
Spend a half hour.
Yeah, that's what Friends is to a lot of people. A lot of people like, oh yeah, I really like Friends. It's like, or is it just on when you turn the TV on? It's like, well, so
Yeah. One thing we're not doing is playing God of War because we're not cool.
No.
I wish we were cool.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
But reviews. I know. But we're not cool to get those review copies.
Yeah, we don't get those early editions.
Get them dank review copies.
Yeah. But yeah, reviews have been hitting for God of War, and it's at a 95 on that Metacritic, which is fucking
It's
insane.
the highest like PS4 thing since The Last of Us remaster, which is like, wow.
Yeah.
To think that like God of War is doing that. It's like a weird thought.
God of War.
I mean, God of War has
But at
always
the
been
same
thought
time-
popular, but at the same time, like I could understand like God of War not being somebody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like, this game.
Yeah, I can understand that, but when you look at God of War 1, 2, and 3, all three of those games reviewed extremely fucking well when they came out.
They did.
So all this like hate on the old God of War games is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I understand it not being people's cup of tea, but at the same time, you look at like Game Informer gave God of War 1 and 3 10 out of 10s. And God of War 2 nearly a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying like that's like the thing. It's just,
I just think
it just seems.
What they did is they pushed it too far with Ascension.
Yeah.
I think people were like, okay, God of War 3, I can get on board. This is the last one in this storyline.
Yeah.
And then Ascension, they took too far, and Ascension's just not exciting, like, at all. And that's coming from, like, I've played all the God of War games, and I thoroughly fucking enjoy this franchise. And Ascension is just boring.
I mean, wasn't the whole point of Ascension to have like that multiplayer mode or
yeah,
whatever?
there was multiplayer. It was also like a prequel, but it's just like it just didn't feel the same after 3.
Yeah.
It's just it's not the greatest game, but with them reinventing this franchise but still continuing it at the same time, I think that's where a lot of the magic.
Yeah, I'll also throw out that not anything like against the old God of Wars, but maybe like with like the caliber that they're putting out, with like putting out Uncharted 4, which I would put honestly again up there with Last of Us and Horizon Zero Dawn and other exclusives like that. It's like, wow, God of War is the second biggest one. Like I knew it was going to do well, but I'm like,
yeah.
Man, I mean, Sony's first party is really firing on all cylinders right now. I mean, between Naughty Dog and Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War, and there's some other ones that are just looking fucking amazing that are going to be coming out. It's like, wow.
but hey, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
K2.
State of Decay 2. I mean, like,
And I was thinking about this. You have Nintendo last year. They had Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, which were 10 out of 10 games from a lot of outlets.
Yeah.
And Game of the Year contenders and winners. So you have that. You have this year PlayStation with God of War. I'm sure Spider-Man looks like it'll review really well.
Yeah.
Maybe Detroit, whatever. That's what Microsoft needs. Not only do they just need exclusives, they need that 10 out of 10 killer thing, because that used to be Halo and Gears of War, but it's not anymore.
No.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're going to have your Halo and Gears
that?
of War this year, probably, but
Maybe.
It's another thing I was thinking about, because it's just weird because Microsoft's having to change how their internal ecosystem works out, because last generation most people owned a 360, so they had great exclusives, but like it didn't matter because all the third party stuff was coming, and so then Sony's always had a lot of exclusives, but Sony like pushed a whole lot of exclusives and a lot of big titles because they had to.
Yeah.
And so, but now they're continuing that, and they have the lead in terms of third party stuff.
Right.
So,
but even like early in the 360, like Microsoft had exclusives that were just like generation and defining and just changed games forever too. I mean, they had Bioshock and the first Mass Effect were exclusives to 360, at first. And it's like, where's something like that, even if it's developed by a third party or, because Microsoft has to fund it or something. Like, they need that big, massive 10 out of 10 game. It's one thing to have like a Sea of Thieves or a Gears of War 4, those games are cool, but, they need their God of War. And maybe, yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't heard about the next Halo, and I think at E3 it's likely, but maybe that's what they're rethinking with Halo.
Trying to make it
trying to get it back on track and going, we need to put Halo back up to that near 10 out of 10 status that it was.
And this is the last of the new trilogy we're waiting on. So
Apparently. Yeah, finish the fight again. That's what I'm looking for.
That should be the tagline, finish the fight.
again.
Halo Reach
I mean,
2.
I can't even remember the last time I even have touched my Xbox lately.
I make it a point, because I mean, same thing, but I try to make it a point like, oh, I'll play Darksiders or something since I got that. And just stuff like that. Like, I was be like, alright, cool. Alright, I'll hop on. I'll play a little bit of Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm. I need to play me some more Forza. That's what I need to do.
Well, speaking of Xbox, there's some cool backwards compatible things that have happened with it or are about to happen very soon. So Microsoft added original Xbox backwards compatibility and years ago 360 backwards compatibility. One thing I think is it's a small little thing, but it's neat, is that they're giving a lot of 360 games like 4K treatment.
Like Portal 2.
Yeah, Portal 2, Red Dead Redemption's now in 4K. Like, you know, I don't think you're going to rush out and buy an Xbox One X to play 360 games.
No.
But if you have them and you want it to X, that's a pretty cool touch. But the biggest thing is that they're bringing a lot of original Xbox games that I think a solid chunk of these are games that people really wanted in the first place to be able to play or purchase again. So coming April 17th, Blinks the Time Sweeper.
3 days from now.
Yeah. Breakdown. I never played either of them.
Nope.
Conquer Live and Reloaded.
Yeah.
The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. Which a lot of people
Which
really
is
like
probably... Which might be the next one under Skyrim.
Yes. You gonna pick up
best.
Morrowind, Sam?
Yeah.
You can probably buy it for
probably
$10.
Probably not. I still have a lot of other games I'm trying to play. Then there's God of War that's coming out, and then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when the next time I'll have time for like older games and stuff.
Yeah. That's my thing, too. Like, I
Yeah.
think this stuff's really nice to have, but it's, you know, when can you get to it? But anyways, Hunter the Reckoning. One I'm very excited about, Jade Empire.
Oh, yeah.
Panzer Dragoon Orta, which people really dig, and then SSX 3, which is cool. Then April 26th,
SSX, man.
get Destroy All Humans.
Yeah.
That's a great game. Full Spectrum Warrior, which is cool. Mercenaries Playground of Destruction.
That game was fun as shit.
It was. Fucking love that game.
Game's fun as shit.
MX Unleashed.
Motocross.
Panzer Elite Action. Fields of Glory. I know that's Europe only. Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Fuck.
OG.
Yes.
OG Battlefronts. Also, there's like all kinds of Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. Star Wars
I'll play
Jedi
that.
Starfighter. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Eh.
And Star Wars Republic Commando. That's the one that had
Yes.
me most excited.
I would play the shit out of Republic.
There's only really 2 games that I'm like begging Microsoft to do, and I highly doubt they're going to be able to do them. Time Splitters Future Perfect. Free Radical doesn't exist anymore, but I don't know if that really matters. But I would love if that became
That might be a
backwards
rights
compatibility.
issue.
Yeah, I don't know. But this one I think might be a rights issue. The Lord of the Rings, The Third Age.
Oh my god, yes.
That's what I want the most. Backwards compatible. I would play the shit out of that game if it came back.
I played through that campaign a number of times.
Yeah, me too. Never. I was so fucking pissed. I played through that campaign so much, and I did everything all the time. When I played through it, never got 100%. I swear I did everything, and my game always clocked out at 99. It was fucking frustrating because me and Brandon, we would go like, we would compare games because we did the same exact thing on our different saves, and I'd be like, well, what'd you do that I did? And we did the same thing. Fucking stupid, man.
He's lying to you.
I know.
He's trying to keep you from breaking the glass ceiling.
That game was amazing, though, because you're practically playing through all the movies.
Almost.
In a
You're
way.
following the
different
path of the
characters.
Fellowship.
Yeah, but it's a fucking turn-based RPG, and it was bad.
Plus, it had the evil mode, which
Yes.
gave you items to use in your actual campaign. Which sometimes the items you got were even better than.
Yeah. And,
You
like,
found.
some of the fights, like, you're fighting with, like, Gandalf and fucking
Yeah.
down in the mines of Moria
I also-
against
The fucking Balrog.
And it's
Yeah.
like, this is fucking awesome.
I also remember Return of the King. That's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Return of the
King and the Two Towers.
Return of the King is probably my favorite of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh
like,
yeah,
there's the directly movie-based ones.
That game was
Return of the King
was great.
So good.
Yeah. But very, I mean, I think these are cool. I would love to go back and play the Star Wars Battlefront games too.
Mm-hmm. Battlefront and Republic Commando.
Yeah,
had my attention.
And Jade Empire to me was awesome. I never finished that game, but I played the shit out of it back in the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. I think there was some more 360 games that they added backwards compatible too, but
oh
well,
that's not exciting anymore.
No, it's not.
I mean, I would like most games to just end up backwards. I mean, I think that's probably the plan, is most games to end up backwards compatible on the 360 or whatnot. But
yeah. Speaking of Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront II, microtransactions are returning.
they're back.
Yep, and they're here to stay this time apparently.
Yes, April 18th. The revamped microtransaction system brings back crystals as the sole item that can be purchased with real-world money. Crystals will be strictly used to unlock cosmetic skins, such as the Endor Land, Endor Han, which are two of the 50 new personalization items being introduced in the latest update. They are also adding a limited-time multiplayer mode called Ewok Hunt, which pits Ewoks against stormtroopers. Ewoks armed with
Ewok cunt.
Ewoks armed with Wisties?
I think it's like the.
Well, let me see the.
It's like the bolo thing that they have.
Yeah, Wisties.
Wisties and Spears.
It's the bolo, yeah.
That's the nutsack. I swing around.
Yeah, they must wipe out all the stormtroopers to win the match, while the stormtroopers will win by holding off the Ewoks for an undefined amount of time until extraction.
It's basically infection.
Arrives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically what it is. It's infection.
That sounds fun.
It does.
To be honest with you.
Hey, if that game's $20, do it. I'll do it. I'll do it in a heartbeat.
I actually have Battlefront 2. I just haven't actually done anything with it yet.
I mostly want to play the story, and then
Did you play the story? Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was okay. I mean, it wasn't a necessarily good story by any means. It was a lot of missions were just, oh hey, you remember this character?
Mm-hmm.
You get to play as them.
Oh hey,
remember Luke Skywalker? You get to play
remember.
as him in this mission, and it's like, okay, it's not as much about the
chick
main character, as I thought it was going to be.
Like that. I mean, you can play the multiplayer and you can play as all those characters, or have side missions, or I don't know what you call it. Maybe an almost an arcade mode where it's like, here you can play as Darth Maul in this mission. You can go kill the not rebels, but the clone troopers or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that still doesn't make sense, but
there is something like 3 missions in that just pisses me off.
Isn't it the
Cryptic.
turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about that. Which, it just sucks. Because they set that up as something that would actually be really different and cool for a Star Wars story. And then they're just like, nah,
fuck that.
Like, come on, man. But, I mean, hey, they reworked the progression system. Have you played any multiplayer?
No, I don't have the game downloaded anymore. I don't care.
But apparently all the pay to win shit is completely thrown out. You only earn it through gameplay. The progression's much quicker now. Basically where it should have been from the start.
But a lot of people already got the stuff, which sucks.
Yeah.
And you can't, unless you reset everything, you can't take that away from people. And so already you're starting at a disadvantage.
I also think it's a little bit too late for this game, to be honest with you, because there's just a lot of way better multiplayer games, let alone way better games coming out. Yeah. I mean, I would still rather just put a lot of my multiplayer time into Overwatch, Fortnite, which that's pretty much all we do. They're way more exciting.
Same thing kind of right now with Destiny. It's kind of the same thing. Destiny,
dude, I haven't touched Destiny
Destiny's
since last year.
The Warmind will come out, and hopefully they'll do something big with it. But it's I'll play it for a little bit and then be like, okay, wait till September.
Yeah.
When they actually do something big.
We've never attempted the raid yet. We haven't even.
It's just I don't care at this point.
Yeah, I really. It's why did
I want to play the game because it's I bought this game. And also, I did genuinely, and I said this like last week, I did genuinely have fun
Yeah.
playing the game, and I probably still would genuinely have fun playing the game. It's just that it's like I know I'm going to play it, and I'll only play it for a few hours because it's like
I'm tired of doing the same shit over.
well,
and
not
over.
that. It's just like oh, there's nothing to shoot for.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's nothing to do, and that's
Like, if there was,
for people like us. I mean, we played first Destiny a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably potentially maybe my most played video game ever, and maybe
It could be pretty high up there.
I mean, I seriously played Destiny for like well over 300 hours.
Yeah.
The only other thing I can think of is Pokemon back in the day.
You'd be surprised how much you play some games.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
It's 300 is still a lot of hours.
Yeah, but
I mean, Skyrim. I mean, that's like
Yeah, okay. Probably Skyrim would be
Yeah.
it for me at this point. across 3 different
But
two
you were
different
saying
consoles.
before Keith fucking interrupted.
Yeah, what
you.
was I
I
saying?
don't remember.
But yeah, like even still, if we went back to play the first Destiny, like there's still some things that we could be chasing,
Yeah.
and that would be fun. It's just like I don't know. A lot of the exotics aren't exciting in Destiny 2, so I don't feel like I want to chase them like I did in Destiny 1.
Also, it's like there's not like any of like there was usually like a couple of just like big quest lines, even if it was just like the ones to get the swords, the exotic swords, which is like this is cool,
Yeah,
or or anything like that,
or like the Black Spindle.
Black Spindle,
Like,
or
how many fucking times did we try to do the Black Spindle?
Yeah.
Wow.
And when we finally fucking did it, how exciting that was. Like,
Oh,
there's
you guys
nothing
did
like
that?
that.
Yeah, we
Oh, I never
Yeah.
got it.
I never did
we
either.
finally
I
fucking
don't
got
remember
it.
when we did it, but we did it.
It's
We
one of
were
the,
on
it was
fire.
it was in all honesty one of the last times I think I played that game.
Yeah.
It was like when we got it. It was like
great.
fuck yeah, and then it's like yeah, let's do some other stuff, and then it was like Overwatch.
Yeah.
I enjoy playing Overwatch more anyway.
I saw an article the other day, and I'm kind of mad I didn't read it because it did seem interesting. And the headline was like, "The problem with Destiny 2 is the fact that there is a Destiny 2."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they could I read that. It's basically
Yeah, they basically said, like, why'd they start over? Like, people really enjoyed what Destiny was. This maybe should have just been a massive add-on to it.
Yeah.
I understand,
I mean, they
too,
were already
like,
kinda
there's
doing
certain frameworks within Destiny that they kind of had to blow up a little bit, but
find a way
but maybe they still could have done that.
but or find a way to like your save transfer
Yeah,
server.
because you had this game that like people invested a ton of time into to get the items that they wanted and all this sort of stuff, and then you're like, nah. And yet,
Yeah.
you made them abandon that attachment. And I think when Destiny 2 first got announced, it was like, and when you're first playing through, it's like, okay, I can get used to not having those things, but when you get to the end, it's like, shit.
You don't really have anything
Yeah.
that replaces those things.
Exactly.
Like there's
Like
a couple
there-
there's a couple of exotics. I'm like, oh yeah, these are pretty alright. But then it's like
there wasn't a fucking bad juju to me.
Which,
like,
yeah.
that's like my favorite exotic.
There wasn't like to me there wasn't a Hawk Moon
no.
or like a Might of. Well, I mean they
There
brought
is a
back the
Might of
multi-tool, which I'm glad they brought it back, but even that didn't even feel the same.
It was just like, yeah, like I said, I hope Warmind's cool. I mean, apparently they're going to announce that here.
April 24th is when the reveal is, I think.
Yeah, so hopefully it's alright.
We'll see.
Again,
It
here's the
comes
thing.
out May 8th.
Probably gonna
Maybe they didn't announce the actual date, but they said May. That's when
So
it comes
here's the
out,
thing.
so.
I mean, I think I already bought the season's pass for that game. I think I did when it came out. So I mean, I'll play it
Yeah.
and I'll try to put a good bit of time into it. But, and here's the thing. I'll even at this point maybe even get if there's a year expansion in September. I'll probably get that too. But if that's not good, then I just be like,
Yeah.
fuck this shit.
Yeah, I mean, if they're doing that, there's a lot of pressure on them to deliver with that.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. Almost like there was with the Taken King. You know?
Yeah. And basically, it's year one Destiny all
Same
over
thing.
again.
It shows they didn't learn their lesson from the first Destiny.
No, they did. It's just that then they forgot a bunch of other things that they should have learned.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Speaking of updates for other games, all is just tying together today. Sea of Thieves is getting a whole bunch of new stuff. You guys
Some
gotta tell me if this is exciting. Developer Rare detailed its post-release support.
Post-release?
Wow! Post-release support for the game, revealing that additional content will come via weekly events featuring new mechanics and rewards. This will kick off in May with the release of the Hungering Deep, which will introduce a new AI threat to the world.
AI threat?
The Kraken.
The picture is of a Kraken, but then I'm like, there's already a fucking Kraken.
Oh, like when you say AI, I thought of like robots or something.
I've also heard that the Kraken really doesn't happen all that often.
And it's not like a... Yeah. Again, there should be ships. There's enemy ships that you can fight. Or heck, populate them.
Yeah.
Alongside that, Rare will be adding new mechanics to assist players in earn unique rewards. During the summer, the new Cursed Sails event will debut, bringing with it a new ship type, and the Forsaken Shores content update will introduce a new world for players to explore. Both updates, like the Hungering Deep, will feature new gameplay mechanics, AI threats, and rewards. Rare also announced that pets and ship captaincy are being put on the back burner for now.
Oh, so basically some things like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like things that kind of already happen. You know, somebody's the captain. Also, dude, I want a fucking pet. Actually, I don't care.
Yeah.
If I can get like a monkey.
I mean, please tell me that when you guys play, because I haven't played with you guys, Keith is the captain, right?
He was.
I believe I was.
Sort of.
They did lock me. They did lock me in the brig when I had to go shovel snow on that day. Like, and I was gonna come up. I was gonna be like, I was gonna be really disappointed if I wasn't looking through bars when I came back after doing that. I was like, I was gonna be really disappointed. And then
you were gonna be disappointed if there wasn't mutiny.
Yeah, and I think I haven't touched that game since then. Nah. I mean, I wanted to go on and just maybe level up a little bit just to see if shit gets better, but I just haven't wanted to.
Does any of this sound exciting to you? I mean, obviously we need to know more about each of these things, but
I think all of it's like a step in the right direction, but
yeah,
I don't know if it's like, oh, I need to play. It'll be something kind of like when the game first came out. It'll be like, cool, I'll hop on a day, be like, cool, and then I'll just be like, yeah, cool, done.
I just don't know how much there is to it. Like, is it going to be when a new thing comes out, you play for like 2 hours and you do it and you're like, okay, it's done?
Mm-hmm.
Or, because, I don't know. I don't want to go back to this game until there's enough. So I'm not going back for like the next event or the following event. I'm going to go back like 5 events from now, maybe.
Yeah. When
it feels like a different game.
Exactly. Yeah, and I mean, I think these could be cool. I hope the new AI threat is something like ships to fight.
Alan Iverson.
Out to sea. I hope it's not something of like, go to this island and kill these dudes.
These skeletons.
You're already doing that, and it kind of stinks after 4 or 5 times.
They said they were going to introduce a new world to explore.
Yeah.
You can go to this new world and kill the same skeletons.
Exactly. Like,
it's goblins.
What exciting.
Now you gotta figure out how these skeletons got there, though.
I was hoping that they would have... Fuck. My phone fell out of my pocket. I don't know, dropped this phone, I don't know how many times. Still not a crack. That would be cool if they did have robots. Why the fuck not?
I was thinking like... I was kind of half joking. Goblins. You just fight fucking goblins.
Sure.
Put a fucking castle in there. Dude, raid a castle. Or like actually put like towns that you could like raid. Because right now the raid's like a fort. And you know what you do when you're in that fort?
You fight skeletons.
You fight fucking skeletons.
See that... Sea of Thieves I just wish it was so much more than what it is.
Yeah.
Really, really is frustrating.
Speaking of that, I played Far Cry 5.
What do you think?
I don't like it.
I figured you would.
I really don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, the first thing that I didn't like about it is that it had motion blur. I don't see why any games anymore have motion blur. It's stupid.
It makes it realistic, man.
No, it doesn't. I can like turn my head and it's like no motion blur. Like I can see. It's just like it takes away from the game. It's just like all the areas they were supposed to improve, they didn't. They added things that just didn't make any sense. Far Cry went from being this really fun kind of over-the-top game where you actually had like a character and backstory a little bit to like not that. I don't know. It's just I don't want to say it's boring, but sometimes it's boring.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that sometimes it's boring is like, wow.
Yeah. What do you think of the villain? Like, what do you think of the opening?
The opening was really good, and then playing the game for like a couple hours, about 5 hours, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. Like, I wish I could have a nice, like, 10-hour campaign with just, like, this killer fucking story.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
But instead, you can choose what your character looks like.
Yeah.
Even though you can't see him. And you don't even have a name, you're just, like, referred to as Rook sometimes. Mm-hmm. You don't really have a backstory. You're just like police or whatever the fuck you are. So you don't matter in the game.
Do you climb towers?
What?
Do you climb towers in this game?
No.
What do you do?
They even make a joke about that at the beginning of the game.
They do joke about it because you have to climb one tower, and he's like, I'm not going to make you climb them all the time. Don't worry.
That pissed me off. Like, you don't get to joke about that. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Not when you're giving me the same game for the third time in a row.
I did this mission the other day, and it basically turned that game into a Call of Duty corridor shooter.
Oh.
Which was so fucking frustrating because I that's the thing that turns me off a little bit about the game. I don't like how it feels.
Your character is too flat-footed and heavy, and you don't run. You're not like quick enough. Yeah.
And maybe Far Cry games have always felt like that, but like I don't remember feeling that way with 4 or even 3.
Yeah.
And the game just feels fucking weird to play. And so I was doing this mission. At first, it starts off in its stealth, and I'm like, I can deal with stealth going through here. That's fine. And then you have literally no choice but to start fucking shooting dudes. And there's just these like drugged up zombie-like dudes running at you over and over, and it was so fucking frustrating, man. It took me like 5 or 6 tries to get through. I'm like, this is not what this game is at all. So don't force me down this path. And the more that I play it, the more I fucking hate the upgrade system. I don't like the whole you do challenges to get perks to then buy upgrades or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't like that because to me it goes against what Far Cry is. Like, Far Cry is a play how you want sort of game.
Yeah.
Be creative. Have a goofy fucking time. And doing that pigeonholes me into like, I have to use a shotgun. I have to use dynamite. I have to do this. I have to go do that. And it's like, that's the only way to upgrade yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go around and do those pepper stashes, which those are kind of neat. They're just basically kind of like puzzles, but I've found that they've started to actually get repetitive after a while too. And you can get upgrade points that way, but you might not always get upgrade points that way. That's the one. Those are the two things that's really turning me off from the game. I'm like, hey, it's just not.
I'm glad you said that because I really don't like how the game feels either.
Yeah, it's just not exciting.
Yeah.
I mean,
it feels like it's really like grounded and realistic, but then I'm thinking like Far Cry 3 was like you were a party dude that like fell on an island and this like crazy dude killed your brother and you go like you have to get revenge. This is like you're just wandering around in the country with like rednecks. Mm-hmm. One part that really like turned me off is kind of why I stopped. I haven't played it since. That was about like a week ago at least. I was just driving down the road, and I passed this truck, and they like saw me instantly.
Yeah.
And they turn around, they're chasing me, and I'm like, okay, shooting while driving, I fucking hate it in this game.
Sucks.
It fucking sucks. Like driving in Far Cry was never that good to begin with, but like shooting while driving is fucking terrible. So I'm like, okay, I have to stop, get out. I'm trying to shoot this guy. I get him. Another car comes up. People get out.
Yep.
I shoot them, and then another car comes up, and then suddenly I'm locked into something I don't want to do, and eventually I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to run away.
Yeah.
And like, that dumb.
Happens constantly, and it actually gets worse. Because the more... So, you get into the region, it's like 13,000 points, and there's 3 ticks. When you get past those ticks, you're upgraded in terms of a threat level. So, now, the airplanes that are flying around... They're going to see you instantly and start bombing the shit out of you. That just happened to me. I was playing today, and I'm like, I just went to this house, and all of a sudden, these guys saw me. I killed them. Then these guys saw me. The airplane saw me shooting bombs, and I'm like, all I did was I wanted to do the pepper stash that was here. That's all I wanted to do, and all this crazy shit is happening. That to me, like, that stuff isn't fun because of how much it happens. It is all the fucking time.
And they want to put you in these combat situations a lot when the combat's just not that great in this game.
Yeah. Like, the shooting just doesn't feel good.
Yeah, and this, like, the whole game design is just confusing. It doesn't go well together. Like, from the obvious things like first-person game having character customization to, like, just things don't go well together. I don't know, it was really disappointing. I really don't like this game.
Yeah, to me, I think people are just nuts when they say Far Cry 5 is better than any of the recent ones. I'm like, what are you smoking, man? To me, the order, in my opinion, the order of the most recent Far Cry games is literally the order that they've all came out. 3, 4, Primal, 5. Like, I would take Primal over 5 any fucking day. That game was a goddamn blast.
At least Primal seems like it has like a lot of character.
Yeah, and it was different. I mean,
franchise going down, man.
Yeah, to me, Far Cry is what they need to do. What they did with Assassin's Creed, they need to stop and completely hit the reboot button because it's just getting a little.
I was about
like, I will not be excited for another Far Cry if it's like this one.
If it comes out like next February,
probably give it like
2
a year,
years
like a year and a half, 2 years. That's what it was between 4 and Primal was a year and a half, and then I don't know how long it was between. Like 2 years. Yeah, so like a year and a half, 2 years. Yeah. Far Cry Primal 2. Now you're in ancient Montana.
Sure.
Now you're in ancient Montana.
Ancient Montana. You're an Indian.
Yeah.
Native American.
Maybe.
It's racist.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You go hunt buffalo and
I just wanted to like
smoke
Peyotes.
do like Africa, like in Far Cry 2. I want them to remaster that game.
Yeah.
Because that seemed like a lot of fun. But like go to Australia or something. That'd be cool.
Would you say Ubisoft has kind of lost their touch with these sort of like, I don't know, like big budget, like more adult targeted games?
I think they just get caught up in the whole. We need to keep these things like super relevant and put games out.
They
all the time.
were with Assassin's Creed. They were losing their touch with Assassin's Creed, and then Origins was a lot better.
Yeah,
and they've really, in my opinion, they've lost their touch with Far Cry 5.
Yeah,
because some of the games are really good. Like Ghost Recon's fun.
Oh yeah,
it's just maybe the story's not that
great. The occasional Tom Clancy game that's coming out. The Division 2.
Splinter Cell is probably going to come out this year.
Yeah.
I'm feeling this. I'm feeling it.
Doom
I would
2
love a Splinter Cell.
Is going to be at E3.
Doom 2.
Yeah, because what's his name? The fucking dude from Bethesda. That's always said.
Todd Howard.
Pete Hines.
Pete Hines said something about like development or like marketing or something with the studio has been like hell on earth recently, and that was Doom, the first like Doom 2, Hell on Earth.
Okay,
that was a nice.
I can see that.
Not so subtle.
I could be all for that.
Yeah, I'd be down.
They need something.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that for my E3, but I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I don't really know what to do for my E3 predictions this year.
I have a couple, but like.
Oh God, E3
but like
It's
Nintendo.
not Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'll probably do that one, but just because I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do Splinter Cell because fuck it, I gotta keep it. I gotta keep the hat trick going. I'm doing it every year, but I have to rethink Nintendo because I was gonna be like, fucking Undertale's coming to the Switch, and then they fucking pulled that out of their ass. Smash Bros is coming to the Switch, and I'm like, fuck, god damn it. Like literally every idea that I had has been announced. I'm like, well, fuck.
Pokemon's on its left. I don't think that's gonna be E3 this year.
Nah.
They're gonna announce that whenever the fuck they want to. It's not gonna be E3.
Exactly.
And it'll be big news whenever it happens, regardless of whether or not it's E3.
Yeah, that's just yeah.
The last thing, gaming wise, is sort of another smaller thing, but one that's exciting to me.
I was gonna say something about it, and then I saw you had it written down.
2K is reportedly developing a new Bioshock, which I mean, it's one of their bigger properties. It's a little bit of a no shit, but it's like it's been a while since we've heard anything.
2013.
Yeah,
was when Infinite came out.
I need to play through my Bioshock collection now.
Yeah. Kotaku's Jason Schreier reports largely focus. What? Jason Schreier's report largely focused on the making of Mafia 3 and the impact it had on developer Hangar 13, but in his reporting, Schreier discovered an unannounced project in the works at a neighboring secret studio, codenamed Parkside. The project is said to be the next Bioshock, according to the report, and it sounds like it's not only top secret, but also quite early in development. If anyone from Hangar 13 tried to strike up a conversation with those at the studio, they'd say, "Oh, well, we can't really talk about this one." One source told Kotaku. It's all very tight-lipped. Another source said the studio is keeping the Parkside team small for now in order to avoid the overstaffing that sometimes encumbers larger studios. Kotaku reports that many Hangar 13 employees tried to climb on board Parkside in the wave of the studio's decline, but were unable to find a shot.
Because that was one of like the, I don't know, issues, I guess, with Infinite, is that people said it was like a too big of a team working on it and stuff. Or at least people that I've heard talk about it was like there were a lot of people working on it, and it kind of, not that it was a bad game or anything, but just sort of, it's a game that's better if it's a smaller team.
Yeah. It took a really fucking long time. I
think it worked.
Yeah,
definitely. Bioshock Infinite's one of my favorite games. Yeah. Since I got back into gaming, so
I really really love that game, and it's also I can understand what they're doing with this too, because Hangar 13 had like massive layoffs earlier this year too.
Yeah.
Following Mafia 3, and you know, I'd be down. I mean, I think it's weird because I guess Hangar 13 isn't the ones developing it, but there's like this new studio that's just like over here. Again, like, is it under Hangar 13? I don't know. I think
what it sounds like one of those things where maybe they're.
It sounds like a 2K studio, but it's like they're trying to like workshop, like a workshop studio or
fresh,
something.
New blood in the franchise. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, here, let's just make a team. Let's see what they come up with for a Bioshock game.
And that Bioshock is kind of like perfect for a new team thrown together to do, because Bioshock can be almost whatever the fuck you want it to
I'd be literally going to say that. There's a few core things I think a Bioshock needs to have. Like
three certain words: Man, City, Lighthouse.
Yeah, there you go. To me, like, obviously, it needs to probably be first person.
Oh yeah,
no, God of War, make it third person now.
Yeah, maybe. I think you need to have some sort of like tonics or something like that, like the powers,
or
pretty much
some sort of powers. Plasmids. Infinite was tonics.
Dragon shots.
Plasmids was in Bioshock.
Okay. I was getting mixed up.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Those two things, I think you need something along those lines. But then, I mean, in terms of setting the story, it can literally be whatever it needs to be.
I would love if it went back to more of like the because Bioshock Infinite's great, and like I said, I love that game. It's also a very, for the most part, a very bright game. Like, fucking can't go back to even though the more horror-ish roots.
Yeah, but I think
OG.
Doing Infinite after doing Bioshock makes sense. Yeah. Because you just did this super dark, fucked up, depressing place. Let's go to another dark and depressing place, but it's a little bit more cheery on the outside.
It's brighter, it's more colorful.
But the more you get into the core,
with more systemic racism.
With many more skeletons buried in these closets.
Yeah. I just adore those two games. I mean, Bioshock 2 is really good too, but the problem is that it's compared to Bioshock, you know?
Yeah.
Which is hard to follow up. And
there's also multiplayer for that game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is like, that's a cool concept. Like, fuck right. So all these games have great multiplayer and they don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm still sore about Assassin's Creed.
I would love a Bioshock.
Spies vs. Mercs.
Yeah.
Be great.
I would love if Bioshock went... Like, it's a great game, you know, it's basically a linear game, but there is some sort of exploration to all the levels. Like, I would love if they blew that up a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And, like, maybe everything's connected a little bit more, and you can go back to other areas.
Almost like here's your playing area, but it's also a puzzle.
Almost like a Metroidvania.
I was actually going to say, like a Metroidvania style, or like a Metroid Prime style. Okay, you can go however you want through this game, But in order to access certain areas, like you got to go over here and do this first. You got to go get this item first.
Yeah, like I said, like a puzzle kind of thing. It's like when the area changes as it goes on and access new things. Like what.
Or even that really weird Prince of Persia, like.
There's a couple weird Prince of Persia.
No, the one that was on the 360 or whatever. The only Prince of Persia that was on the 360.
Oh yeah,
that really weird like rehash of the franchise.
Sands?
Not Forgotten Sands.
Maybe it was just called Prince of Persia.
It was just called Prince of Persia, but it was a real weird, like reboot rehash of the series. But the way you progress through the environment was very like, here's this central area. Now you got to go explore over here. It'll affect something over here. You explore the whole thing. Mm-hmm. You could circle around the whole map by like parkouring. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool.
Because I mean, that's one of the things that also makes just Bioshock super special is the worlds that they set up, and they're just super creative and immersive.
Yeah, I would put Rapture and Columbia as the two of the best worlds in gaming. Period.
Yeah. Most well thought out. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of regret, which is why I kind of want to get the Bioshock collection, because I regret not playing the 2 expansions for Infinite, where you go back to Rapture.
Yeah, I never played that.
I was like, oh, like I said, it seems so cool, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah, I bought the Bioshock collection theme on PSN. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So it starts like when you log in, it's Rapture, and music's playing, and then if you press up to like go look at your trophies or something, it goes up in the sky to Columbia. It's fucking cool.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, that's it. I mean, a new Bioshock was maybe going to be one of my E3 announcements, but with them saying it's pretty early in development,
I don't expect to see.
Scratch that one off.
I don't think it's gonna.
I mean, they might say, "Hey, we don't have anything here."
Like I think wasn't that also? I'll have to look at the article.
That's kind of how they did Infinite.
No, I'm trying to remember the article. There was, which I think I mentioned last week. There was like an article where Microsoft announced that they have like exclusive marketing rights to a bunch of games, and that's why a lot of people think Splinter Cell is happening like this year. That's why people think Borderlands 3 is happening this within the next year.
Oh my god!
Like, and there was a bunch of other games. Let me look it up. Let me see if I can find it. So just,
I feel it in my balls. Borderlands 3 is happening at E3 this year.
Oh, it's definitely happening at E3. I mean, I don't think it'll come out until
next year.
Yeah, I can see it not coming out, but it's fucking. We're gonna hear about it this year.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm stoked with whatever that's gonna be.
Let's see, and again, there goes one of my usual. I think every year I'm usually like Borderlands 3. No, last year I did say Borderlands 3. Every year I'm like Splinter Cell.
To be honest with you, this is gonna sound weird. I feel like with Borderlands 3, they're probably going to try to make it a Division or Destiny sort of thing of like this interconnected, shared world with a lot of players.
I mean,
I almost hope it could be, but I almost hope they don't. Like, I love that Borderlands was just 4 people. 4 people in these just fucking large environments, intense battles, cool loot, fun quest, great writing. That's all I just give me that again. That's all I give a shit about.
Absolutely.
Like this.
We should play 2 again sometime.
Yeah.
We do need to play the Handsome Collection again.
2 is one of my favorite games ever.
Because we still have that one DLC for the pre-sequel yet. We haven't done.
Fuck yeah, that's right. We never did that. We basically beat that game and then never played it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. We played it a little bit. Right. We played it a little bit.
Yeah. Did you find it yet?
No, I'm stupid. Give me a minute.
Damn it.
Yeah, okay, so, like, I've seen, no. I guess it's not. But they have, like, Cyberpunk, Anthem, Battlefield 5, Madden.
For what?
For, like, Microsoft having exclusive marketing rights for these games. Basically, like, at the end of the trailer, it's just Microsoft pops up. I could have sworn that maybe I thought I saw a Bioshock picture in the IGN article, but
no,
whatever.
But Cyberpunk makes sense to me because Microsoft had the marketing to The Witcher 3.
Also Anthem, duh.
Yeah.
Anthem's going to be there this year.
Microsoft has usually been chasing Battlefield since Sony now has Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So that makes sense too.
I forgot.
They
Black Ops 4 is going to be there this year.
It's a weird
Black Ops
thing.
4 is
Black
a
Ops
game.
4. I still wonder what Battlefield 5 is going to be. A few of the games that you know is going to be like the Division 2, seeing a little bit more of Anthem.
I would love to see Battlefield just say, fuck it, we're doing another bad company.
Apparently that was one of the... There's potentially they're working on something like Bad Company 3. But it's not the next one.
Battlefield 2.
But, yeah, there's a lot of, like, things that are at the E3 this year. There's a lot that's like, yeah, this is probably going to happen. But then also I just feel like, but the grand scope of things are still, like, a lot of variables.
Let's get to a really weird time of, like...
Where some things starting to get announced. And,
yeah, but it's also, like, I could totally see Sony announcing their next system next year.
I think somebody said that I think the earliest for the PS5 was 2020.
Yeah,
somebody said.
Yeah, Kotaku had another article on that apparently the PlayStation 5 is very, very tight-lipped.
But like they are sending out dev kits and things like that.
Well, not 100%. 100%. Like there's a lot of even some of the Sony first-party studios have no clue what's going on with the new PlayStation.
I feel like if that's the case, then it will be until like 2020.
Yeah,
and then I wouldn't announce it much.
To me, it's like
I don't need it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody really wants it right now because of the quality of these games that are coming out now.
Plus, this year, I think now that they're not doing any like handheld stuff anymore, they're going to push VR a lot more. Like they have to do that, and they got to do something to sell the Pro. I mean, they're not going to just put out the. I mean, there's no way they would announce a PS5.
Well, because like, I feel like just in general we haven't had like a year to settle. Is kind of what you're saying. Like it's just there's always something happening, and it's like every year. So like
when you have
sorry,
go ahead.
I was gonna say with like Xbox, they're gonna probably put out some iteration of the Xbox One every couple years, but because that seems like that's their plan to not really do a new console, just have a more beefier version of the one that they have. That's what they talked about, but
yeah. But also, like, when you have games like God of War and Spider-Man coming out, it's like...
Do you need to?
I don't want a new system.
No.
I mean, putting out the Pro and Xbox One X has extended the life cycle of these consoles a little bit longer anyway, so it's like it doesn't really matter when we get it. But I think 2020 would make sense.
At least to announce it. Like, yeah.
Because I think even through this year, you have God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit, maybe Dreams. Then next year you have Days Gone, maybe The Last of Us,
That's probably
maybe Death Stranding.
that game's a concept.
Maybe
it's not a game. It's a concept.
Who knows what the fuck it even is right now? Maybe Ghost of Tsushima. We don't really know. Besides that trailer, who knows how far along? But Sucker Punch's last game was fucking 4 years ago. Yeah. So I would imagine it's pretty far away. So, fuck. Yeah. Infamous was 4 years ago.
2014.
Holy shit.
Again, I remember certain games. Like, I remember Bioshock Infinite came out 2013 because we traded. Because I got that from you and you took Tomb Raider. And then same thing happened with Infamous. I gave you Wolfenstein and you gave me Infamous.
That's right.
We're going to see Tomb Raider this year.
Yep. Poor Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
September is a shitty... Actually, the fall is a shitty time to put out a game this year.
Yeah.
Red Dead fucked everything up.
It did. It should have came out in the spring.
It really did. It fucked everything up. Everything's going to change.
Everybody's just like, fuck. And though supposedly, again, this was like just the thing, it was a placeholder date. But, you know who would be crazy enough to try to go up against fucking Red Dead? Who do you think would just be dumb? Who as a company would you expect
Activision.
something? No. Apparently, the placeholder date of November 1st was posted on a website for Kingdom Hearts 3.
No.
I'm like, please, Square Enix, please don't kill this game before it comes out.
Yeah,
please.
That's the death certificate right there.
I'm like, it's November 1st.
It's a Thursday. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Like,
so it's a placeholder date, but I'm like, please, not November.
No.
Like, just wait until February.
Yeah,
like,
if you're gonna make us wait that long, just like, push it to the next
or December. Fine, if it has to come out in 2018, put it out in fucking December then. I don't know. Just fucking don't.
Week of December,
just don't. No. I mean, granted, it's a completely different audience, and maybe it wouldn't get hurt that much, but still, like.
But in terms of like coverage from like an IGN, like of course they're going to do way more with Red Dead. And
absolutely.
Drown out everything with
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not really reaching those sorts of people.
But hey, first week of summer would be great for us.
Birthday.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's why I get happy because usually Assassin's Creed comes out on my birthday. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's my birthday.
it's my birthday. I get a new Assassin's Creed game.
Have you played Origins yet?
I have. I picked it up again today. I started playing it a little bit more.
Again.
Like I haven't played it in a while. I just haven't played it in a while.
yeah.
So I picked it up again and I started playing through it again. I just kind of did side stuff
Mhm.
because I didn't have that much time before my show.
I finished that DLC, The Curse of the Pharaohs.
Did you get past your annoying
I
part?
did. I did. Besides that one part, that's one of my favorite DLCs I've ever fucking played. Like, I wish that DLC was the base game, going to these different afterlives, because you go to, like, 2 more than what I saw, and it's like, fucking wow, these places are stunning, they're fun to explore, and the final boss fight is, like, was fucking hard, which, when do you say that about Assassin's Creed?
You just hit
Like,
this button over
it
and over
was
again.
a Dark Souls, like, just dance, and you have to, like, really watch and be like, okay, they're doing this attack, I can get in and get 2 hits, dodge out of the way. You know, it was fun. I love that deal.
My dad lent Origins out to my sister's boyfriend, but he apparently did everything but the elephants and had like over 100 hours in that game.
Yeah, I haven't done the elephants yet. I tried to fight them like twice and got my fucking
Yeah, he's
balls
like, no,
smashed.
he tried to fight one, he's like, nope,
Yeah,
I'm good.
they're very difficult. I might be able to do it now that the DLC's out.
A little beefier.
Yeah, I picked that. I picked that up, and I was, I literally just loaded up the game, and then I was just like, I'll do this another time. I started up Kingdom Hearts 2 for a normal mode. I'm gonna keep that hard mode just because I'm just gonna keep that there.
I started playing 1.5 recently.
I only have one more playthrough of 1, and then I've done everything in that game. I have to beat it on hard or the proud mode, and then I have a platinum in that game.
Jesus.
I did everything so far. Like, and then I might, yeah. I'm probably gonna do that with this playthrough of 2 at some point. Just do everything on the easy difficulty. Because I thought about that more. It's like I'm gonna try to beat the secret bosses on proud mode. That's not conducted with success.
No, that's something here does not compute.
Yeah.
It's like trying on the level 1 critical mode thing.
Oh,
You get an item that you just don't gain experience in the whole game. You still get you get your rewards that you get for like beating fights, but
Yeah.
like you don't just
you
you just don't get any
my
other.
God.
You don't get experience and any abilities or upgrades that you get from just leveling up.
Nah, I'm okay.
yeah, I know. No.
I've seen people. I'm like, you're fucking insane. All right.
Why would you do this though?
You're
Why
fucking-
would you do that to yourself?
I was like, you're insane. I kind of want to try it. But then the shitty thing is, the first boss fight is fucking hard. Like, I played on hard mode, like when you like fight the big...
Dark side.
No, the Kingdom Hearts 2 equivalent of Dark Side. in
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
That's the hardest fight I've done. Like, and I'm up to like the Pride Lands on my hard mode. That is the hardest thing. It's because you don't have any experience up at that point, so
Yeah.
you can't like level up. It's rough.
I did see something recently, just one last Kingdom Hearts thing. Someone in the first Kingdom Hearts got to level 99 without leaving Destiny Islands.
I did. I sent that picture out. That's ridiculous. Apparently, it took him like 200 hours to do. Just fighting Riku over and over again.
God.
I'm like, why?
Apparently, he was in a fight with Riku that was over like 10 hours long, just doing getting the tech points or whatever.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. But like, God, that's rough.
That's
What a waste of time.
that's grind.
I mean, granted, that's like he can own that, but at the same time, it's like, is that worth owning?
I mean, granted, he's gonna breeze through the rest of the game.
Everything is just going to be too easy. Like, he's going to hit things and they're going to die in one hit. That's like kind of what happened when I went back through and like did some of the secret bosses. Like, I'd waited till I was like 90 to do half of them, and I'm like, this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
The Phantom was still kind of hard, but like, but I was just like, I was like, I don't want to. It was at the point because I was at like 40 hours at that point. Like, I don't want to deal with things, so I'm just like, I'll just fucking.
Who was the third secret boss in the first game?
Sephiroth, Phantom, and Kurt Cisa.
Okay.
And then they added the Unknown.
Yeah.
And then they added Unknown, who actually isn't that hard. He just looks...
From Pokemon?
Yeah. It's just...
Alright.
Anyway.
Let's do some music stuff quick. Killswitch Engage apparently recorded a new song with Howard Jones and Jesse Leach for their new album. That's very exciting to me.
That's cool. That's really super cool.
Yeah.
Again, I'll make the joke I made earlier. So does that mean like Jesse Leach is gonna hop over to light the torch and they're just gonna swap back and forth all the time now?
Maybe.
Be kind of cool.
I would love if they fucking toured together.
Oh,
that'd be cool too.
I would not miss that shit.
Times of Grace, light the torch. Killswitch.
Nobody gets a break ever. No breaks.
Not at all. That'd be fun. But very much looking forward to that. Ghost announced their new album, Prequel, June 1st. They have a new song, Rats.
They have a new singer.
They reviewed it. You should check it out.
They do.
Cardinal.
Cornucopia.
Cardinal Copia.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting artwork there too.
I didn't realize that it was a mask that he was wearing until I saw the music video. Like I saw the face and I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then I'm like, and then I saw him sing and I'm like, your lips aren't moving. Oh, it's a fucking mask.
Yeah.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Like I kind of I probably knew. I just didn't figure until I saw that. I'm like,
I noticed that seeing him live. Like I'm like, dude's mouth is not moving. Why isn't it moving? It's like
I thought it was face paint.
Mask.
I thought it was face paint.
Mm-mm.
Oh wow. Probably. I think at one point it was face paint, but I'm like,
crazy.
I was like, fuck.
Very excited for that one though. Between the Barrett and Me's, Automata 2 comes out July 13th.
PT
You listen
Band.
to Automata 1?
Not yet. I listened to a couple songs, but not fully. I haven't listened to it yet.
It's alright. It doesn't excite me as much as some of their other stuff.
Yeah.
Slaves and CKY are touring together. with
CKY.
Royal Thunder.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Royal Thunder.
Oh my god.
That's actually super. That's actually kind of cool.
Bam Margera. His
Or-
brother, his
or
brother was
his,
in that
his
band.
brother's in the band.
In
Yeah.
the band or was in the band? I don't remember.
I think he is.
I think
in
he
the
probably still is.
band still. Yeah. So that's interesting. Those two
That's
bands
a weird.
don't go together.
I was gonna
at
say
all,
that's a
but,
weird
Yeah.
combination
Madball is going to release For the Cause June 15th.
for the
They're
cause.
they're a hardcore band. Pretty old, but they are neat. I think that's about it. Wait.
Nope.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
What the fuck's going on with your stomach over there?
Was that my
You're like
stomach?
burping up and shit.
Was it? No.
Got too much acid in
I
your
didn't even
stomach,
notice.
boy.
One more tour.
I don't know what to do about that.
One more tour.
One more tour.
One more tour. One
That's
more
Blood
you
tour.
guys-
Goes Black.
No.
God.
But
Throwback.
do you want to go to Rage Fest featuring Attila, Suicide Silence,
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Volumes, Spite, and Cross Your Fingers?
No.
Me either. Okay.
Yeah, there's a dude at the radio station who unironically likes Attila.
Hmm.
Apparently, when they went to New York, they went to get food. They came back and he's singing it, listening to Attila and singing at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, and I look at this guy and I'm like, no.
Alright.
So you know what you do? You take him out back and you give him the old yeller. Tell him about the rabbits.
Old Yeller?
Yeah.
Tell him about the rabbits.
You lick his asshole.
Look at the flowers. Look at that. Look at the flowers, Lizzie.
Alright.
There's a reference.
I see.
There you go. You'll
I
get it
see.
now.
Okay. I got you. Alright. New jams. Behemoth with Messe Noir.
Oh, they put out a new shit. They
It's
put
a
out a new
live
shit.
album.
Oh, it's a live album.
Played
Okay.
the Satanists in its entirety. Crematory with Oblivion.
Death metal.
Goth.
Goth. Okay.
Never heard of him. But that's a dude. That's some bling. Look at that guy.
Dude, fuck right.
Damn.
Crematory. Oh, good.
That's a lot of bling on that dude.
Looks like he made
Unexpected.
pizza for a living.
Yeah, probably. Frequency Drift with Letters Tomorrow.
Prague.
Hardcore.
Cinematic progressive rock.
All right.
I said Prague.
Interesting. Necrogoblicon with
Fuck
Welcome to Bonkers.
Okay. Now, what the fuck are they? Are they folk?
I would say there may be folk.
Melodic death metal. I mean, there's like a little bit. There's some
was.
stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with like the banjo and the accordion and harpsichord and whatever the fuck else they use.
Derek Smalls with Small Change. Meditations on Aging.
Derek Smalls. Is that rock? Sounds like a rock thing.
Yeah.
Comedy rock. Derek Smalls of Spinal Tap.
Oh, that's where I recognize that fucking name from. Okay.
Wreckmeister Harmonies with the Alone Rush.
Wreckmeister Harmonies, heavy metal.
I want to say stoner.
Doom.
Oh, damn.
/ post metal. Wrong with Feel Great.
That's
Donald Trump metal.
post-hardcore.
Sludge.
I don't care what you say, I'm right.
Breaking Benjamin with
Wrong.
Ember.
Rock.
Oh, fuck. Right. I don't know what the fuck they are.
Breaking
Rock metal?
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
Rock metal.
Dude, like the 3 singles they put out for this album all sound very
Dwayne
similar.
Johnson. All the
Dwayne
fucking
Johnson.
half
metal.
the songs sound the same.
I know.
They're new Disturbed. Well, Disturbed is
They're starting
Disturbed.
to be.
Yeah.
Disturbed is
Yeah.
Disturbed.
Yeah.
Right.
Gozu with Equilibrium.
Alternative.
Black metal.
Sounds like some Dragon Ball Z shit.
Heavy metal / experimental. Our place of worship is silence with inexorable suffering.
Black.
Racist.
Hardcore?
Death / black.
Oh. I was going to say, that just sounded like a weird, like, almost, like, hardcore name.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just really wordy.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you... Well,
Wordy with those words and everything.
fucking...
Wordy McWordson.
That's one. Stone Broken with Ain't Always.
Stone Broken.
Hard rock.
That sounds like Southern
Hell
rock.
yeah. Fucking rock. Yeah. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I guess most of the albums that I listened to came out last week. Like, Patty and the Rats.
Never heard
We'll have to put it on after this. It's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, listening. See ya.